Welcome back, everyone. Rob's Car World. Today's top pick is a 1977 Lincoln Town Car that measures 19.5 feet long. It just barely fits my screen. Let's go check it out. I found this car a little while ago on Facebook Marketplace. It's really a pretty car. It's a 1977 Lincoln Town Car. This car here has 69,000 miles. It's located up in Massachusetts. He's asking $8,500 for the car, which is not a bad ask, just to start the conversation. He says the car is in beautiful condition, 460 cubic inch engine. The AC blows cold, original Florida car, runs and drives great. Now, the nice thing about the seller is that he's highly rated on Facebook Marketplace, and that's nice to see as well. Now, it doesn't mean we should take our guard down when we're looking at something, but the chances are that this person's a legitimate seller and this is a legitimate car that he's selling as well. So, good first steps anyway. The 77 Lincoln Town Car that we're looking at is part of a fifth generation Lincoln Continental that ran from 1970 to 1979. And in 1974, with the addition of the 5-mile-an-hour bumpers, this car became the longest car in the history of Ford Motor Company at 19.5 feet, at least from that time. So in 1975, the car was redesigned a bit to give it more of a distinct Lincoln Continental look versus the Ford LTD and the Grand Marquis. And I think they executed that very nicely, especially with the two-door Continental Coupe. That's very pretty. It has a very big B-pillar, if you remember that car, how beautiful that car looks as well. So in 75, the car was refreshed again. And in 77, they also refreshed the front grille, and they gave this narrow front grille that looks like more of a Rolls Royce type grille. I think it looks really nice. When you look at this car compared to the 76, you can see the differences between the two. So, and also during this time, four-wheel disc brakes were an option. So I'd be curious to know if this car does have four-wheel disc brakes. That would be really cool. He does say here that the car is fully loaded, and I'm not sure if he means that it has the disc brakes or not. The 460 cubic inch engine retained its exclusivity with the Lincoln brand and was never shared with Ford or with Mercury at the time. So, and that engine, even though it had catalytic converters in 77 and it was choked down with emissions, you won't win a drag race, but when you're cruising on the highway at 65, 75 miles an hour, the car just really floats and really just takes you out there. So no problem getting this car up to speed. Now, I know these cars will get you like 9, 8 miles to the gallon today, and you got to be crazy to drive these daily. Well, when you take them out on the weekends, you can have some fun with it. And you can also kid around and put an extension cord in the trunk and say it's an electric vehicle and see who's paying attention. Let's dive into the photos and see if we can tear it apart. The only thing I would say is that he's not showing us any engine bay photo. And, an engine bay photo tells me a lot about what the car is all about as far as the undercarriage and the rust and things like that. The originality of the engine bay, to me, is as important as the originality of the total exterior of the car. So there's no engine bay photos. So that's the first thing I would probably ask. I want to see undercarriage and engine bay photos. But I have to tell you, the inside of the car, exterior and the inside, is beautiful. Nice straight, all the panels line up, all the doors line up, the original chrome moldings here, all the bright work around the windows, the the vinyl top, the half vinyl top looks to be a nice condition based on the photos. These look like fall probably fall photos before the winter kicked in. But the car does have a nice stance. The bumpers look really nice, very straight. It doesn't look like it was reconditioned. It doesn't look like there's body work on it. And you're going to say, Rob, how can you tell? You're just looking at a photo. But sometimes you can tell. And the trunk might be a little, maybe a little dull. But again, you have to look at these cars up front to really know what you have. But this car probably would polish out really nice if you have, 10 days to do that with a polisher. And if you want to clay bar this car, yeah, you might not be home for a while if you're going to do that. But no, everything's there. Everything's very original. Lights, lenses, even the gap here between the bumper and the body work. I believe back then it was metal. I'm not sure. I don't think it was rubber yet. But and I think it went in and out with the bumper. But it is very very stately. It has Massachusetts plates, so that looks like it's been driving, so that's a good thing. And the interior on this car is absolutely flawless. The dashboard looks beautiful. Everything looks to be as it should. Doesn't look like there's excessive wear. And look at that door striker here. This is all original. Even the rubber stripping here is original, so it doesn't look like this car was resprayed. So it looks to be a very original car. And it could have been spotted here and there, if there was some body work and such. But overall, the giveaway here on the door entrances here, they look to be very original. But look at that leather interior, how beautiful and comfortable it looks. Just wonderful. And in the rear photo here is just as nice. This photo here has the sticker here for probably for tire pressure. The power windows don't look like somebody went at it with a screwdriver just to make them work better, like I did at one time. These things normally do break, but you can fix those up easily. You can find a lot of parts for these cars online, so believe it or not, because it ran a very long time. But even the back of the seats look beautiful. Look at that. I mean, original, looks like the original Continental carpets as well, and the mats. Dashboard shows the mileage that he states, 69,000 miles, 69,600 miles to be exact. And there's another shot of it. So I like the car, $8,500. If you can negotiate something with this person, I don't know. I think at $7,000, it's a buy, if it's something that you like. Fun for the weekend, fun to go to car shows. Great time to take your kids out on a vacation instead of a camper or a pickup truck, and relive the days when the Lincoln Town Car proved that you arrived in something like this so elegantly. Such a beautiful car. I hope you enjoy this one. If you're not a subscriber to Rob's Car World, please subscribe. And we're growing this every day. Thank you very much for all your support. And please, if you have friends that love cars, please pass along this channel to them so they can also come become a subscriber as well. If you enjoy the video, please give a thumbs up for the algorithm that helps distribute these videos around YouTube channel. This is Rob Lofaris. Thanks for joining me tonight, and we'll see you once again here again soon. Oh, and if you want to find this car, real simple, just go to Facebook Marketplace, type in 77 Lincoln Town Car in Massachusetts, and this car will come popping at you. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you again. Thanks.